Are you tired of not being able to have nice things? Are you sick of paying an arm and a leg for necessities? Do you wish you could just live comfortably for the rest of your life? Then do we have the product for you? Introducing Money! These practical little bills solve all your problems. Need food? Money! Got a speeding ticket? Money! Want to pass a new law? Money! It can do anything! And for just 10 easy payments of $99.99.99, we'll send you a lifetime supply of money. But wait, if you call and give us your signature, credit card number, and social security number, we'll instead give you a little bit of money and a lifetime of servitude for free. Call today. We done? Yeah? Ah, fantastic. I cannot wait to get out of this stupid suit. Hello, I'm Average Joe. Welcome back to the world. Last episode, I had just a little bit of a freak out about how Minecraft lights everything, which is fine. And I built a machine to give an approximation of a block gradient, which I used to adjust the roof for the store, and will probably never use again, which is fine. Today I'm going to start work on the next game board, which is fine. Okay, this is my third time trying to record this, and I am very much angry and tired and emotionally drained today, so bullet points. 1. This board, which I am calling the Grey Gardens, is going to be a dual-sided board. One side focuses on marketing and business, and one side focuses on community and nature. I set it up this way because I think capitalism, as it is structured in practice in the United States, where I live, is fundamentally suppressing people's abilities to create trusting and self-supporting communities, and would rather have its citizens divided and separated because it makes corporations more money. 2. The gray side of the board is going to use Monopoly mechanics. While Monopoly was originally invented by Elizabeth Magie as a way to promote the ideas of some economist named Henry George, who I will not get into today, it can still be read as a commentary on capitalism due to its mechanics reflecting how an open market would work and how winning requires you to bankrupt every other player and inevitably take all of their assets. As such, I will be using some of Monopoly's mechanics in this build, specifically the ability to buy spaces and to earn money when other players land on them. I probably won't use much more than that. I don't want to dilute the other parts of the game too much. The garden side of this board is going to be built around Solarpunk because it is an idealist imagining of a world where corporations stop trying to screw us all over, as unbelievable as that may be. It focuses on having close-knit, self-sustaining communities, as well as renewable resources and energy. I saw a lot of people referring to it as the opposite of Cyberpunk, or Cyberpunk's more optimistic cousin. I'm so tired. Okay, so this is the base of the board, and it's bigger than I thought it was going to be. Oh wow, it's actually going to take me a while to walk over there. But yeah, even with the tools I have, this took a long time to make, partly because I did actually need to make some new tools. I don't think the brush that I currently have was really any help in making this. You probably saw that in the time lapse when I basically took the thing I had drawn and tore it down. And partly because class is back on, so I'm back in school and it's taking up a lot of my time. I have one class that literally gives us a mountain of homework. So I don't really know how far I'm going to get with this month, but at least I have, like, the foundation put together, right? And I did make the biomes to kind of help with my idea of how I want things to look. So the big business side is in a pale garden. It's gray, the sky is gray, the grass is gray. It feels smoggy in a way that I can't really... I don't know. And the other side, the vibrant side, is actually a Mushroom Plains, I think it's called? Mushroom Fields biome. Because those have like really vibrant grass and they're always really neat looking. And blue sky, sunny day, it feels, you know, just nicer. Like more outside than being over here feels. And I also wanted to make mountains to make this feel enclosed and kind of claustrophobic, although considering just the sheer amount of space I have available to me, claustrophobic is not what this is going to be like. Yeah, I do have some other stuff to show in the work board, so we'll just head over there. A little bit of a warning though, things look kind of different. Alright, so here we are. And I've been doing some concept building over here, mostly for the business side. I decided I would look into like brutalist architecture and Art Deco, because I think having Art Deco in the center and brutalist around the edges will kind of also illustrate the idea of like a wealth gap. And I did also look at some hostile architecture, because it does sometimes feel like capitalism doesn't care about the people who are in it, it really only cares about a profit. And hostile architecture is definitely, we don't care about the people, we just care about, you know, the money. I also did a little bit of work experimenting with a palette for the Solarpunk side. I tried making some solar panels, some water features, a better looking light fixture, and I don't know, I'm happy with it, but I don't have any like large building concepts put together for this, like I do with the Brutalism or the Art Deco. So I built myself a little house to chill in, to brainstorm in when I'm here. It's nice, it's small. But around the back I have my actual, like, brainstorming area, where I've been working on kind of a general plan for how the board is going to look. And on one side, I figured it was going to look like Monopoly, so I kind of marked out where all the properties in Monopoly are. And on the other side, it's more of just the Mario Party side of things. And each side will still behave like Mario Party. But, you know, one side is going to have spots you can buy, the other side is not. So there's that. I don't feel like I'm really able to focus on things right now. It feels like there's just so much I have to do. I need a park bench that I can sit on. That's nice. Just kind of sit, enjoy the ambiance. There's a lot of stuff that I want to do with this board that kind of relate to the symbolism and the juxtaposition between the dark gray smogginess of the business side and the lush nature side. And a lot of it is definitely what people would call political. But you can't really talk about anything without discussing some kind of politics. Like, the idea of Solarpunk is that it's meant to be a counter to Cyberpunk, right? And cyberpunk is this idea that big mega corporations have like taken over the world, and all they're trying to do is turn a profit by exploiting everyone who lives in that world. And that just feels like today, like this age. Social media sites are harvesting your data and feeding it to AI. Oil companies are destroying the environment just so that they can keep making money. Solarpunk is really meant to just be hope. The idea that maybe a better world is possible. And you know what? It is. A better world is possible. But I know that myself and some of my friends just see what's going on, and it's exhausting. It's really, really easy to lose the will to fight. And out here, where there isn't really a lot we can do to try and make stuff better, it's... I don't know. I've always found something a bit calming about liminal spaces. People say they're unnerving, they're creepy, but the fact that there aren't people there means it's a place where you don't have to worry about what comes the next day. You don't have to worry about what people expect from you. I personally think it's relaxing. There's just so much less noise there. And the world is just so full of noise nowadays. Well, it's been a couple days since the last clip, and between schoolwork and just general life stuff, I don't think I've really gotten a lot of stuff done. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm happy with how things are turning out. I really like the central building, even though it kind of just looks like knockoff Empire State Building. And I copied that building over, and I've started building a new one that's going to be like kind of a bank/stock trade. And I have put down all of the spaces, marked off the respective colors, etc., for a Monopoly board. And I'm thinking probably not going to have like pairs of properties that when you buy them together you can start putting buildings on to force the rent to be higher. Because it's probably gonna be... well, I suppose I could do it. We'll see. I'm probably not gonna have colored pairs of properties, though. I'm just gonna have a couple... say a couple. Just gonna have some that you can buy, and that take people's money and give it to you when they land on it. That's it. But yeah, pretty happy with how things are turning out. If I go over to these buildings, you'll see that on the inside it's just empty. Same for the little Empire... I say little. Same for the Empire State Building here. The only one that has something resembling an interior is this spot here. And I'm not 100% happy with the front because it looks very robotic. Not a fan of that. Too square. I'll figure something out. But yeah, this inside here is looking really grand. I think I'm gonna need like some tellers, some machines, some way to like do stock market stuff. If you remember the Survive Your Friends board from like over a year ago at this point, there is like a little stock market thing for essences that just goes up and down randomly. I wanted to tie it to like events that happened in the game, but I never really got around to that. I'm thinking I could probably do that here, but as to what events I could choose, we'll have to see. And if I make listeners, they're gonna have to be like in the little things for the spaces, and it's just, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. There is a lot that's coming up. There's just a bunch of small decisions that I kind of have to make for all of this stuff, and just they don't seem that important to comment on. Honestly, I don't have a lot to say, really. I mean, this is probably as much progress as I'm going to be able to get done before I have to actually start putting the video together, so... yeah, this is how everything looks. Honestly, I know, like, mentally, that the House of Eyes, the Eye Manor, is larger than this board, but this still feels huge for some reason. And I just cannot put my fingers on to why. But regardless, between now and the next episode, I hope to get the remaining... I think I'm planning on 4, 6... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4... yeah, the remaining 4 buildings in this little central circle here put together. Probably do some decorating after that. I'm gonna focus on the Monopoly side before I focus on the Solarpunk side, because I've been thinking more about the Monopoly side than the Solarpunk side, and there is a cat on my desk, and she is in the way. Skittles. Come on. Meow. Down you go. You need someone to hold your water dish again, sweetie? Alright, just give me a second. I have to pause something. Alright, little baby girl is back to taking a nap on my bed. I took a little break myself. I don't remember where I was. That's great. Just great. So like I was saying, I have been kind of focusing on the Monopoly side more than the Solarpunk side, just because that already has a bunch of rules and stuff put together, so I can, which means I can focus more on aesthetic and changes, and there's just a lot more that's already done that I don't really have to worry about. Also, it's going to require like special spaces that need to keep track of who owns them, so I need to make like an entirely new type of space. So there's that. I just don't want to split my focus too much is all. But I'll get to it. I will. I hope. But yeah, I think that is basically gonna be it for this episode. It doesn't feel like a lot, I know, but I've got a lot of stuff on my plate at the moment. It's fine. Everything's fine. But yeah, if you liked it, leave a like. If you feel like seeing more of this stuff, go ahead and subscribe and ring the bell and all of that other stuff. And hey, leave a comment on what you think of the new improved little workspace area. I made like a little custom biome that always has the stars out even if the sun's up, and little firefly particles if you hang around long enough, and it just feels nice. I even have supports and some street lights for the roads that just go off into the distance. And they do actually go out infinitely. They will keep generating forever. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next time.